Ladies and gentlemen, gamers of all ages, welcome back to Trick Track TV for this video on... Oh, this box is always so heavy, it's an effort just to lift the bloody thing. Shadows of Normandy, from these guys, the Devil Pigs, how are you?
We are fine.
Still well, after 5 minutes ago since we finished the last video.
Exactly.
And in this one, we're going to run through, not the rules themselves, because the rules are exactly the same as Heroes of Normandy. It's the Hero System Tactical Scale, it says so on the box.
Yeah.
And I can never get it right unless I read the side of the box. Now, for those of you who don't know the base rules, we're not going to go over them here. We're just going to go over the, well, what Shadows of Normandy adds to it.
Yeah.
So without further ado, take us away.
Okay. I have to start?
You have to start.
Okay.
You know the rules. I don't.
He's the creator, so you have to know the rules.
So the main differences and the additional rules are the search,
Right.
the search rules, the terror test, because this is Cthulhu, so
You have to.
yeah,
You have
to
be scared.
Yeah, you have to be crazy.
Yeah, crazy even.
Crazy.
Go one further.
The customization for the characters and the cards and the new creatures.
Of course.
So that's the five.
What it's all about.
Yeah, that we
And the
talk about.
customization of the hero.
Yeah, I say.
I'm sorry.
No problem. So let's start with the customization. So the customization are the.
Let's take Father Ted,
Let's take
for example.
Ted.
Mr.
Hi,
Father
Irish
Ted.
guys.
Now, once again, this is based off the same color system as in Heroes
the
of Normandy.
stripes.
So this guy has green, white.
Yeah. So the green are for the magical artifacts.
Right. So there's some magical artifacts for your Father Ted.
the mythos stuff.
Elder Sign Medallion, Shag-Eye Sword, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And then you've got some more basic items such as a good old shotgun or a pitchfork.
Yeah, it's always useful.
That's a good, that's a competition level pitchfork
It's
though,
a
with stats
very,
like
very
that. That's a very good
mighty
pitchfork.
pitchfork.
And of course,
And skills, special
and he has
abilities.
special skills
you
as
can
well.
get special abilities.
and of course, you couldn't have Cthulhu without some rather mind-numbing spells.
Of course, with the spells. And with the expansion in the Cthulhu Mythos Call 1, you have the books, the grimoire. I don't know how to pronounce.
Yes, there it is.
I don't know how to pronounce grimoire.
Grimoires.
Grimoire.
Exactly the same word.
Perfect.
So these are these ones here, I imagine,
Yeah, exactly.
which means you can hold more spells.
Yeah, you can.
Plus, there's some little bonuses.
There's a spell in the grimoire, and you can
Right.
add 1, 2, 3, or for example, the Necronomicon would have five additional spells.
Gotcha.
So the search is these tokens.
So these are the little the new search tokens.
Yeah.
So you find these on the board.
Yeah, you put them on the board depending on the scenarios, or some elements already have this
Printed on
this thing printed
Gotcha.
on it. So, for example, if you have a library, if you go into a library, you can search for books.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you roll a dice for the search test, and then you take the not used tokens
That's
like
the
this.
one. The ones that haven't been given to you at the beginning of the scenario.
Exactly.
There you go.
You mix them, or you put them in a sock or in a bag.
Not a used sock. Not a used
No,
sock.
please. So you draw
And
one
then
of
just draw
them,
one,
and for example,
And I get an Elder Sword.
You get another
And
sword.
then it slots. Right, I love that system. That's so neat and tidy. It speaks to the gamer in me. Anyway,
Yeah, we did it because we wanted to focus on the adventure part of the game. We call it an adventure war game. So the character get the focus more than in Heroes of Normandy.
Right.
Even if there is heroes there are heroes of course, but the focus in Shadows of Normandy is more on the character. So
Gotcha.
It's very based on the scenario.
Yeah, so you can customize it, and they can evolve during the campaign, and we will develop this part of the range with further expansion.
excellent.
So it's
Great.
Yeah, we love this one.
This sounds like this one looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. So because we are talking about the spells,
Yes, spells.
so this is
Spells.
the second breakthrough or the second new
Yep.
new rule. So only characters can cast spells, and they have to be without any suppressed token on them.
Right. So suppressed tokens are what you use kind of to pay for the spells, right?
Or if you're shot by a machine gun with a suppressive
Yes,
fire,
exactly,
you
yeah.
can get
Yeah.
suppressed token.
But you can't cast it if you have any suppressed
can.
tokens.
No.
Okay. Because it's hard to cast spells when being shot at by a machine gun.
Exactly.
sure.
And so each spell has a cost expressed in suppressed token.
Which would be in the bottom right corner here. So
Yeah,
-4 suppressed, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So for this one you get 2 suppressed token. For this one you get 4 suppressed token.
That's it.
So it's long. The more suppressed token you have, the longest time the time is before
Between
casting,
casting another
before
one.
casting another spell.
Perfect. Okay.
And of course every spell has its own effects.
Of
So you
course.
can,
You've got Paralyzed Enchant unit, which I imagine gives it a little bonus.
yeah.
And then Summon Starspawn.
Ah,
Starspawn, there we
Yeah.
go. Which leads us nicely into our next topic, because Starspawns are not the nicest things to look at. Terror, and more importantly, madness.
and also the size, because this is a new.
Yes, here we go.
new
What
size
size?
of
Would you
token.
like to supersize your horror, or?
Yeah, and for
Oh yeah,
example,
okay, yeah. Let's,
if you're lucky enough to
big, small,
to have
and then
this one,
there's
and huge.
There's Daddy. There's
The
Daddy.
huge one.
Daddy's home. There we go. So yes, Cthulhu is it? Well, he's in one of the special edition expansion packs. Isn't
It's
it?
an exclusive. It's a Kickstarter exclusive. I'm
There
sorry.
we go.
No, but
He's that's big. That's your standard infantry size. That's double a tank.
It's
Yeah,
the-
Double a tank. So
the tank.
Cthulhu is more or less 10 tanks.
And heroes.
and this is the hero.
Oh yeah, we go. And that's a hero. So yeah, from one end of the scale to the other, that is your tactical hero system.
Yeah.
Or tactical hero from Tactical Monster. If you can be tactical with monsters, I don't know if you can.
Tactical Monster?
But
I don't.
anyway, let's talk terror then.
So when you when you have a suppressed token on a unit, you can cast a spell, but you also are impacted by the terror. So if you have a suppressed token and you see the unit has a Mythos manifestation is in its line of sight,
Which is indicated by these little symbols here, I believe.
Exactly.
Right.
you have to roll for a terror test. So you have to roll equal or higher than the fear factor of the unit.
Which is what, on 1d6, 2d6?
1d6.
1d6. Oh, wow. So
But-
the Starspawn who has 6,
So you need a 6. If you have a super token, you have a -2, so you're
you're going mad one
Yeah,
way or
exactly.
another.
But you have cards,
Yes.
special abilities, and effects
That's
and
the one.
stuff like that.
Okay.
So, if you fail your terror test, you have to draw one of the madness token.
Madness
and
tokens.
Madness.
So what have we got? We've got Catatonia,
I love these.
Rage, Paranoia, Hysteria, Fear, Suicide, and Steady. I'd imagine Steady is the only thing you can...
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
You're okay. And so, of course, each madness token get an effect.
Yep.
So you can
From
suicide
minus
your
dice
fan.
and something to,
Yeah.
well, suicide means you lose a hit point, so you'd flip a tile over. or something.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
You can attack your own units, or you can get totally in a battle rage. So you attack the opponent unit with a huge bonus.
Classic Cthulhu stuff.
Classic
basically.
Cthulhu stuff, exactly.
And you get to experience, once again, in the game.
And we also will develop this part of the game with
More terror.
more terror option that you can add to your character to reduce its cost.
Ah, okay.
So you can purchase more unit, but your character is
So you can start with a,
Yeah, he's
a
crazy.
hysterical unit of rangers.
Exactly.
Or something. Excellent. I like the idea of that. I like that. Brilliant. Okay.
So you also have the difference is also with the cards.
Right. So before you had a deck of cards which you could customize.
Yeah, and the scenario told you what card to discard before playing the game. So
Gotcha.
with Shadows of Normandy, we deleted this part of the game. A lot of players love it because they can customize their own deck.
Deck build.
Deck
kind
building,
of thing,
yeah, of course. But we wanted it more simple in Shadows of
And more
Normandy.
thematic, I imagine, due to the nature of the game.
Exactly. So to balance that, we created the alternative bonus. So when you cannot play a card for any reason, so for example, your opponent don't have tank, so you don't need the weak point card. You can use the alternative bonus.
On whatever unit you're playing it on.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
So you have.
Bit more
close-
flexibility
Yeah, and you have close combat assault bonus, shooting bonus, movement bonus.
when you need it. Not a big one. Not as
no,
good as
no,
the
no,
actual
no.
card is.
No.
But Excellent.
Exactly.
Okay then.
So this is the card, and you can see new illustrations, of course.
And it's one deck per faction as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
3 faction, 1 deck per faction. And of course, new terrains. So means swamp and caves.
Caves, I love the cave illustrations. And there's a lot of these in the box, in fact, and they all fit together to make a big system.
Yeah,
which
you
is
can,
great,
you can make
which I love that.
an entire
That'll be
cave.
fantastic.
And new terrain elements such as
Huts
and
and some bridges.
bridges.
Excellent. Look at that.
So you can make your own Deep One city if you
Yeah.
want to.
That's awesome. I
Yeah,
like
because
that.
it's a very secret Deep One village set in the very most famous Normandy swamp. There is no swamp in Normandy, but okay, there's a small one.
Let's just say there is.
Yeah, in this world there
Yeah,
is a swamp.
exactly.
There is a swamp in Normandy.
Luckily, we're talking about Cthulhu, so we can more or less invent a few things.
Exactly. It's not
I think
really.
you guys will be fine.
It's not really in our dimension. It's
Thankfully, anyway. Okay, so I think that covers more or less all the additional rules
yeah.
that it brings to the table. Anything else you guys want to say while you're here, while you're live? Or? No, I think we're good then. Excellent. Well, you always leave them the option. Brilliant. Well, this was Shadows over Normandy. So a game from these illustrious gentlemen here, the Devil Pigs.
That's us.
This is a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
You guys are currently delivering it,
Yeah, we are.
but it will be released middle to end of this month in all good game stores.
Yeah,
of course.
exactly.
The Hero System Tactical Scale. I have to keep saying it, so I'll get it into my head eventually. 2 to 3 players.
Yeah.
14 years and up, because all kids love Cthulhu. 30 minutes to an hour, maybe a bit more depending on the scenarios. And we said around $65, something like that, to be
70,
confirmed.
70,
but it should.
But
It's around
3
60
kilo
euros.
of material.
That is for 3 kilos of stuff. Like I got this one at Essen, and I had to drag it back home. It's, oh no. Anyway, I say yes. It was well worth it. Anyway. Thank you guys for coming in, for showing
you,
us all
Jay.
this.
You're
It's been a
welcome.
pleasure.
Thank you very much.
I am really looking forward to all the stuff you guys are going to bring out for it. All the other gods. I hope there's going to be other Cthulhu-sized tiles. I'm looking forward to that. Gonna have to
There's
bring out
one
the
to
old Armor
download.
Regiment.
There's another one to
Ah,
download on our
well.
website. It's the Colossus. It's a huge tank
Awesome.
for the British.
I like that. I like that a lot. Well, if you needed another reason to go to their website, you now have it. Yeah. And that's a free one.
It's
Yeah,
free
it's
to
a
download.
free
Download, the print and play, and
What more do you need?
yeah.
So, thank you very much, guys, for coming in. Thank you guys, for watching. Don't hesitate to check out the first video if you want to see a little bit more what the game is actually about, what inspired these guys, the rigmaroles they went through, all that and all that. But until next time, watch out for tentacles and take care. Ciao.
Bye.